Welcome back to the David Pakman Show.
Welcome back to the show. You know, normally this is the time where we say hello to a couple of new David Pakman Show members of the week. But today, Louis, I actually want to say hello and thank you to one particular member, Alex Ehrenfeld. You know, Alex joined at the lowest membership rate several months ago. He clearly liked the show. He didn't mind Louis that much. And he has been supporting the show. He picked up a David Pakman Show hoodie. And he recently upgraded his membership, where he's now supporting us at a higher level. So he's really one of our, I guess we would say, MVP members. Would you not say, Louis?
Yeah. And we used to have other names, but we're not allowed to use those anymore, right?
Well, it's not, I don't know that we're not allowed. We're just not using them.
Okay.
You're taking this in a different direction than I wanted to go, which was really, I just want to say thanks to Alex and, of course, to all of the other members who are David Pakman Show members, and we'll be saying hello to. There's a lot of key contributors. You're not going to play the music? You know, there's some people. This is too big for that, Louis. Forget about the music. Forget about the. Forget about the names.
I have just the song.
Okay.
Just a little something. All right.
Is that the latest Krakatoa single?
Maybe.
All right. So, I do want to mention, of course, you can become a member by going to davidpakman.com. Up through the end of January, if you go to davidpakman.com/hoodie, there's a special where you get a 1-year membership and a hoodie special package. It's worth doing it. Check out the package Louis has developed. That's all I can say.
Right.
All right. And morality with Motamedi. We haven't done this for a couple of weeks, actually. Here's a new morality question. Now, I know that there's going to be a lot of legal arguments to this one. I don't really want to focus on the legal arguments. I want to focus on the morality of it. But if we get into the legal stuff, I guess we do, you know?
Okay.
Language, dialect, and accent. Is it okay to discriminate against people because of their dialect when the mode of speech might not be understood by a portion of the community that they might be working with in their job, okay? So this is not a foreign accent, because there is actually quite a bit of legislation I was able to find that covers foreign accents and whether the accent will be affecting a key part of the person's job or not. But what I'm talking about here is if you have someone, for example, from the South with a very thick Southern accent in the U.S., and they go up to Boston, and it could be argued, hey, you know what? My customers are going to have a hard time understanding this person. So because of their dialect, I don't want to hire them. Is that unethical? Is it discrimination in some way if they can speak English properly, but because of their regional dialect, nobody's going to understand them?
Well, I think by definition, it's not discriminatory if you're making this decision based on how it will affect your business.
Okay, what if I said, you know what, my customers are racist, so hiring the black guy is really going to be bad for my business? You can't do that. That's not a good argument.
You're right, that's not. It's kind of a different one, though.
It is different. Well, let's go to Natan on this one. He has a background in linguistics. He has insights. He speaks a variety of languages. He's considering taking advanced graduate degrees in a number of different languages.
Anyway, stop kissing his butt. Let's get to it.
Well, I'll point out that what you study in linguistics has nothing to do with questions like these.
Exactly why I go to you. Go on.
I would say it's definitely discrimination if the person speaks an intelligible English and they simply have an accent that's less well viewed in society, then that's certainly discrimination.
Let's say it's not a question of intelligibility. Let's say written on paper, perfectly grammatically correct English. However, when you hear it, someone from Boston, it's such a thick Southern accent, someone from Boston would have trouble understanding it, hypothetically.
Well, if they have trouble understanding it, then I think if the job requires clients, for example, to understand you,
sure,
then that's going to affect the job performance. But if it doesn't affect the job performance directly, and it's simply that you recognize the accent, then I'd say that's clearly discrimination.
All right. What's your thought, Louis?
I agree with Natan. It might be hard to prove your reasoning behind hiring or not hiring the person, but if it's in the best interest of your business and you sincerely believe that it will adversely affect business and it won't be, your customers won't understand the person, what can you do? I think it's the logical move. I don't think it's discriminatory. Just unfortunate for the person who has this thick accent. Okay,
let's take it to the next logical question, which is, the one that's going to be discussed on YouTube. Let's say that the person has a dialect that is what we might identify as an inner city dialect that many would call, I don't even know if it's a politically correct term, but Ebonics associated with African Americans. Same reasoning. You know what? I think my customers are just, this way of speaking is going to negatively affect my business. Are we talking about the same thing? Are you guys fine with that? Or is that discrimination?
I think it's what you said before. If the reason why it's going to negatively affect your business is because your clients are racists, then I'd say it's probably discriminatory. But if it's a question of your clients not understanding them, then I'd say it's probably not.
Lewis?
Yeah, same scenario. And I think any boss who isn't walking on eggshells around this aren't afraid to say to someone, listen, the customers are having trouble understanding you. I think this probably happens fairly often.
Fairly or not, they would get a lawsuit. If you say that in a certain situation and you're completely sincere and you say, my customers just can't understand you, I'm going to have to let you go. If it's a certain situation, you're going to get a lawsuit in that situation.
Yeah, and I could see that happening. But I don't think it's it reflects any way the morality of the business owner.